All right. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to my 1217 recording. We are going to be answering at least 4 questions. A very good one usually has more, but I will be happy with 4. It is lesson 27. Be an art judge. We are looking at the beautiful Frida Kahlo. It is called Self-Portrait with Thorn Necklace and Hummingbird from 1940. And what we're going to do is we are going to be an art judge. We are going to take part in art criticism. All right. And so the job of today is to look at this artwork. All right. And the best example of what you can do is get out a piece of paper and a pencil. And I want you to write down the first question, what do you see? You don't even have to write what do you see first on the piece of paper. Hopefully you are I'll help you through this. It'll go a lot quicker if you just do what I'm saying as you're looking at it. And so on your paper at the top on the first line, please write your first name and your grade. All right. Under that, I want you to write a number 1. And you are answering the question, what do you see? So instead of writing out the question, I'm just asking you to write I, space C, S-E-E, and tell me a couple things you see. Just give me 2. All right. And then next, I'm trying to go it so you don't have to pause it, but you know what? You can pause it, so I'm just going to not whiz right through these. The next one is we have to analyze the artwork. And that just means we're thinking about our elements and our principles. And so I might add our pictures in, but if you have those elements and principles papers I said you would constantly need, get those out. And so pause the video and get them. Tell me the art elements and principles you see. So, for example, you could say, and let me remind you, the art elements are line, shape, form, color, space, texture, value. The principles are not as fast that I can come up with, but balance, all right, and emphasis, and let's just go with balance because I do see there's balance. And so what I want you to do is tell me one element. All right, so I see the line, or I see the shapes, or I see more than one shape of the same thing. I see the colors. I see space, what's behind everything. So you want to say, if you do say that, make sure that you're saying what is in fact behind. Line, shape. What kinds of lines do you see down below? You could do that one. Line, shape, form. You see the form of a what? Form is a 3D shape. Doesn't have to be geometric. A person is a 3D shape, 3D form. Line, shape, form, color, space, texture, value. Texture, you could go there. Talk about the texture of such and such is such and such. Okay, so this one is actually, I promised you I wanted you to do an element and principle. I'll give you 125 points if you tell me a principle. So tell me something about the balance. All right. Is it symmetrically balanced? Is it asymmetrically balanced? Is it radially balanced? And that'll cover for the principal one. Okay. Now remember, symmetrical means exact same both sides. All right, moving right along. Interpreting, answering, I see this, so I think that she means that what? So on your paper, you're going to write I space CSEE, and that would be for analyzing too, like I see two moth shapes. So that would be a good second sentence. A good third sentence is I see. What do you see? So I think she's trying to tell us what? What is she trying to tell you with this dead or wounded hummingbird stuck on the broken rose branch that is wrapped around her neck? What is she trying to say? What is she trying to say with the yellow leaf in the background? What does that mean when you see a yellow leaf? All right. And then the last question, judging, answering, I think it's good because, or I think it's a bad work of art because, and just say why you think this deserves to be a good work of art or a bad work of art. All right. So, if it was Miss K doing this, what do you see? I would answer, I see, and you know me, I go over and above. I see a hummingbird stuck on a rose thorn necklace with a rope. I see a black monkey trying to undo her. I see a black cat. I see two moths. I see leaves in the background. All right, that would be the I see. Tell me art elements and principles. I see an asymmetrically balanced composition. All right, I'm just going to stop there. With elements, you could say I see lines of the thorn necklace broken and wrapped around her, trapping her. All right, so suffocating lines because it is suffocating her. Interpreting. I see two moths which symbolize death. I see a yellow leaf which symbolizes death. I see a black cat which symbolizes bad luck. I see this hummingbird that is roped onto her necklace, showing that she is trapped because she is showing that it is trapped. She's saying she is trapped. I see it producing a little bit of blood because it is choking the life out of her. What is choking the life out of her? Well, we learned that her accident was making her in a lot of pain, and she felt that that was taking her life away. All right, so in final judgment, I think it is a good artwork because this artwork, Self-Portrait with Thorn Necklace and Hummingbird 1940, correctly shows how she was trying to convey herself, stating that she was definitely not a happy camper in all the ways we just described. Now, you don't have to go back and erase everything you just wrote, but I just wanted to make sure I got to share with you some of those things that you might have missed. Even her unibrow here. There was a famous quote about her unibrow. Let's take a look. What did Frida Kahlo? I can't see. Frida Kahlo say about unibrow? quote. All right. She says, and usually that's not a good thing, according to the world. Her image is iconic, but it's the control the artist took of her appearance that still feels radical. Her extraordinary explorations in self-portraiture are a testament to real life on canvas. All right? I am my own muse, the subject I know best, the subject I want to know better, is what she said. I won't curb my self-expression to meet your expectations of how a woman should look. And she's saying we don't have to be all cleaned up and pretty all the time like Barbie. All right? And so that's just basically where I wanted to go with that, is that she shows her authentic self. She did compare, I'm trying to find the quote, but I guess I'm not going to be able to, and I want to make sure that we have enough time here. She did talk about something to do with her wings of a bird and being free. And so in her mind, she is free. She allows herself to be free, like a bird, because in reality, she isn't. She was bedridden so many times. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, Miss K is going to be out today, so that is why you are listening to this. And I will see you later. Please write those 4 answers on a notebook sheet of paper and turn the picture in. If you did not write those, yes, you could type the create button, click the create, and start typing the answer to those 4 questions. And just use this as a guide. Thank you, friends. Love you guys. Bye-bye.